18 stone, 6 pounds. That's Dillian White's weight for his fight against Joseph Parker. I was there for that weigh-in, and he looked massive. Like, he looked absolutely massive. Prior to him getting on the scales, I thought, shit, he's too big. That's honestly what I thought. I thought, okay, he looks a bit too big for me. He's going to come in heavy. I expected it to be, just by looking at him, I expected 250 pounds. That would have been a bit lighter than Lucas Brown, and that would have been, for me, acceptable. Who am I? I mean, when I say for me acceptable, who the fuck am I? But for me, acceptable. 258 and a quarter pounds, 18 stone 6. I mean, is it just me? Did anyone expect him to be a bit lighter? I expected him to be a lot lighter, by the way, not just a bit lighter. Just to clarify where I am with this, I didn't expect him to be anywhere near 18 stone 6. I expected it to be 17 stone something. He has been this big before. In fact, he's been a bit bigger, but that was against Malcolm Tan. Yeah, that fight no one talks about that happened in America, where he knocked the guy out in a couple of rounds, an 8-rounder. So that would suggest to me that it was someone that he took kind of lightly, so I expected him to be heavy for that. Against Chisora, just to kind of give a comparison, against Chisora, 246 pounds. Against Helenius, 247. And Joseph Parker, 258. That's a lot of weight. It really is. He's not like Anthony Joshua. Obviously, when Anthony Joshua came in big against Carlos Takam, he was really heavy, 18 stone 4. But it was a bit muscle bound, so you kind of knew there was going to be a lactic acid problem if it went deep, and it did go deep, and you did see Joshua tire. Dillian White doesn't have that kind of physique, so it's not muscle, is it? I mean, you look at him and it's not muscle. It's not really fat either. It's just a solid guy. But for me, against someone like Joseph Parker, that's going to be nimble, that's going to move. We all know Joseph Parker is not going to stand and trade. I thought he would try and combat that by coming in a lot lighter than that. Honestly, I expected him to be a bit lighter than Chisora. Chisora, again, just to remind you, when he fought Chisora in 2016, it was 246 pounds. I was, and call me crazy, I was expecting something around the 230 mark, which I know is crazy, but that's kind of what I expected. Not only because of who he's fighting, so you want to be light, almost kind of what Anthony Joshua did. Anthony Joshua got really light for Joseph Parker, which I think helped Joshua. But not only for that, but because I watch him, I mean, he releases videos, I watch his Instagram stories, he's eating super healthy. He's doing a lot of explosive cardio workouts, so I kind of thought he's definitely going to be light here. And he wasn't at all. He wasn't at all. You know what? I don't know why boxers are becoming, especially in this day and age. Look, I understand the big boxers. So those guys that are 6'6" and above, I get that. Naturally, those guys are going to be big. I mean, Deontay Wilder aside, those guys are going to be over 17 stone. And look, obviously, they're just that big. But if you're 6'2", 6'3", which Dillian White is, 18 stone 6 can't be your prime weight. It can't be. And there's no strength and conditioner coach out there that's going to convince me that a guy that is 6'2", 6'3", weighing nearly 19 stone, that's his prime. That's the best Dillian White we're going to get. It's just not possible. It can't be possible. Because I will combat that argument by saying, look at some of the best heavyweights we've ever seen. Ever. They're not getting nowhere near that weight. They're not getting nowhere near that weight. And look, I understand people think to compete in the land of the giants, you've got to be big. Again, I disagree with that. I think speed kills. I really do. I think Usyk will prove that when he probably comes up to heavyweight. I think speed and movement kills. But again, I am shocked by this. You know what? Again, I do believe there's a problem as well, and I could be wrong. Because they probably do it. But it does seem as though a lot of heavyweights don't do road work anymore. Deontay Wilder spoke about it in I think a podcast or an interview with someone. He says he doesn't jog. I can't remember the reasons that he says it, but he says he doesn't do the road work. All I see constantly is this explosive training. So speed intervals, explosive work, like 30-second hard work, a lot of rowing machine stuff, a lot of grueling exercises, but not for longevity, just for kind of quick, kind of explosive work. And I don't know if that's the reason we're not seeing the weights come down. But it is strange. I do think it's too heavy. Again, who am I? I'm not a boxing expert in terms of what weight it should be, but I wonder if they even know what is the ideal weight for Dillian Whyte. And they should know. Dillian Whyte should know the best weight for him, regardless of his opponent. What is the best Dillian Whyte? What is the weight that I'm going to get the best out of me? Because he does fluctuate with his weights. I mean, he's gone from early in his career, I think he was as low as 220, 230, I think, up to now 258 pounds. A couple of fights before, Hellenius was 247, 260 before that. Then Chisora was 247. I mean, we're talking a stone difference in weights there. And I think that fluctuation is too much. We need to know what is the best weight for him. And I don't think, and I could be wrong, I don't think 18 stone 6 pounds is good weight for Dillian Whyte. I don't. Especially against a mover in Joseph Parker. I really don't. I think, or I thought, sorry, that he looked sluggish against Hellenius. I thought he looked tired and sluggish against Hellenius. And he was only at 247 then. So I dare say nearly 260. Unless he quickly knocks out Joseph Parker, which I don't think he will do, like he did Lucas Brown, and it goes all the way, I think he's going to look sluggish past round 7 or 8. Honestly, I think that he will look slow and sluggish with this extra bulk when it goes the distance. And I think this will go the distance. And I think this extra weight isn't going to help him. But what do I know? But guys, what do you think? What do you think about this weight? Is it too much, or are you okay with it? Remember all the complaints people had about AJ when AJ went a bit high? Again, AJ is a bit more muscle bound, I get, but weight is weight. Weight is weight. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.